Pakistan is the country with the 8th largest military in the world, possibly the 6th largest nuclear arsenal, and yet it is only the 42nd largest economy in nominal GDP terms and 26th in purchasing power parity basis. Two-thirds of its population lives below $2 a day per family. And so, while Pakistanis understand why Pakistan should exist, and Pakistanis know why Pakistan is so important in the world, and while Pakistanis feel that they are the ones who have been injured by a lot of international factors, that's what Pakistanis will tell you. Jihadism, not our fault. It was the Americans and the Saudis. They came and set up operations against the Soviets in the 1980s, and we are still living with the consequences. We've been to war with India 4 times, more than any other single country has done, except the United States, since the Second World War, and the only one to have gone to war with the same neighbor over and over again 4 times. Again, not our fault. It's all because of India, and it's all because of Kashmir. We have not been able to raise our literacy rates at the same level as our various neighbors. For example, in 1947, what is today Pakistan had a literacy rate of 16%. What is today India had a literacy rate of 18%. Today, India's literacy rate has gone up to 72%. Pakistan's literacy rate hovers around 52 to 53%, depending on which way you count. So what was a 2% difference has become a much bigger difference. Then the number of PhDs produced by Pakistan since 1947 in all subjects together, from Punjabi literature to microbiology, the number of PhDs in Pakistan since 1947 is less than the average number of PhDs produced in India every year. The reason why, again, I use the Indian comparison is because that is something that is almost ingrained in Pakistani discourse. Turn on a Pakistani television channel, and whether it's in the field of cricket or whether it's in the field of grand civilizational ideas, it is always a constant competition with India. Whereas, if it's competition, my dear Pakistani friends, you have already lost. Because while the population difference between India and Pakistan is 1:6, in virtually every other thing, the ratio is far greater. The size of the economy, it's about 1:14. The number of academic institutions, institutions of higher learning, the number of graduates, college graduates, etc., the gap is much bigger. And there's only one thing in which we are competitive, and I already said it earlier, but probably many of you didn't notice. That one area is the military realm. Pakistan still has the world's 8th largest army, 11th largest military by firepower, 6th largest nuclear arsenal, and probably the largest capacity of any country in the world to be able to produce jihadi militants that operate in neighboring countries. That is the reason why the rest of the world worries about us, about Pakistan.